Morning, afternoon. Welcome to the Kinross Common Good Fund committee meeting. Can I just ask, first of all, are there any apologies?
Thanks, Chair. Yeah, we've had apologies this afternoon from Councillors Cuthbert, Robertson and Lang. We do have one member online, so I'll just ask if Councillor Freshwater, can you hear us?
Yeah, present.
Thank you. And yourself and Councillor Donaldson are obviously present in the chambers.
Just to introduce Sarah. Sarah's going to ask any questions on any of the applications and that, and Adam's here to keep me right as always. Just any declarations of interest this afternoon? Why do I keep saying this morning? Any declarations of interest this afternoon? None. Minute of meeting from the Kinross Common Good Fund on the 26th of August last year. Are we happy? Are we happy to approve these? Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
good.
happy.
Adam, do we have any matters arising? Nothing, Neil?
Nothing from me, thanks.
Do we happy to introduce it? Or if I can just ask Sarah just to introduce.
Good afternoon, councillors. This afternoon there is one application for financial assistance. It's from Broke Not Broken, who are seeking £3,970 towards their 2025 Christmas hamper project. This project aims to bring together the community to support those in need at Christmas time. Councillors are asked to consider the application and decide if and any level of grant funding to be awarded.
Thank you. Any questions? Any questions? Can I just ask once, and this was one that was raised by Councillor Cuthbert pre the meeting, but do we have any information in relation to the Christmas hampers are great, and it's gone on for many years, and it makes a huge difference locally. But the question was put that how many people within the Common Good Fund is for Kinross, where Broke Not Broken serve considerably wider than that within Kinross Shire. Do we have any breakdown on the applicants or the recipients of these Christmas hampers, that how much would be within the common good area and how much would be outside? I do understand as part of that the funding is only the funding they're asking for is only a proportion of the costs of facilitating the hampers.
The applicant hasn't suggested that there are any beneficiaries from elsewhere in Perth and Kinross, stating that there would be 330 beneficiaries within the common good area, and hasn't provided additional information. If you would prefer that I go back and find out more, we can and can clarify that in an email.
I don't. It was another question that was raised with somebody else. I don't overly have an issue because I understand that the application is only for the amount they're asking is only for a proportion of the amount they need to do it all. And I would envisage, given that most of these people would be Kinross, but that might be a bit assumptuous, but I presumptuous, but I'm sure that's probably the case. So I don't. Neil, Neil or Stuart, do you have any further questions?
No, I just the one point, convener, that you picked up that Councillor Cuthbert has raised. I think there was a point around that assumption. I think we just have to take them at their word that it covers the covers the Kinross borough rather than the wider Kinross. But I'm happy that we just kind of go with that. I'm sure there'll be some overspill and bleed over, but generally speaking, that's their intention. I think we should take them at their word. So yeah, so I've got no further questions.
Thank you. Thank you. Do we have a proposal?
Yeah, I'm happy to propose a motion that we approve the award.
I'm happy. Do you want to come into?
No, in a second. Yeah.
I'm absolutely happy to second. I think the Christmas hamper, the community involvement leading up to Christmas hampers, where and I have got involved before with this, where a lot of the community will go along, make up these hampers. They do make a big difference to families in and around Kinross and Kinrossshire at a crucial time of the year. I have absolutely no hesitation in seconding Neil's proposal here, so would like that to go ahead. Thank you. Alison, regarding the financial statement, do you want to introduce that?
Thank you, Convener. This report updates the committee on the final position for 24-25 with a surplus of 3,818 and a closing balance of 170,630. Appendix 2 details the projected income for 25-26 and the expenditure under consideration at this committee meeting. Based on the projects under consideration, there's a surplus of 2,830 and a projected balance at 31st of March 26 of 173,460. Happy to take any questions.
Neil, Stuart, any questions?
I had one, convener, if I may, just
Please, Neil.
Just a general point again, and I was amazed that the last meeting we had was a year ago. Do the Common Goods just meet when there's applications, or do they sort of? I'm just thinking, because obviously thinking about what might need funded before the end of the year. We meet as and when. There's no sort of fixed number of times. Is that correct?
So Kinross seems to meet when there's applications, but Sarah knows better than me.
So there is a set schedule where the Common Good would meet if there was applications or papers.
Right, okay.
The next date would, if there was an application, would be October the 27th. But I believe, and Adam can correct me, that you can meet out with the schedule if there was something that arose.
Right. No, that's fine. That was just to see we could approve further applications that came in before the year. It's just so we can contextualise the kind of what might come up for what might be required in this year versus next year. So that's helpful. Thank you.
Can we please, are we happy to note the report? Two nods going forward. Thank you very much. And that is useful, knowing that the timescales and that there are potential if other groups want to come in. Other than that, the extra funding just goes straight into the main fund. The main fund. Thank you. Thank you for attending. Thank you for all the information. Reasonably quick. We wouldn't want to delay Perth Common Good Fund. Not that they've ever done that with us. Thank you very much. Thanks, Neil. Thanks, Stuart.
Thanks, Convener. Cheers, Richard. Bye bye.